Happy 5th anniversary 7 Nights and all players, let's check out the new jumping check-in.
7K Dreamer please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This new jumping check-in, I gotta say, is actually fantastic for all players. Whether you are a late game or early game, I'm gonna give you an idea of why it is superior to the previous jumping check-in. First and foremost, it is even more heavily resource oriented. All these are direct rewards which you can immediately benefit without making any decision. This is the first time we are given soul shards via the jumping check-in and also are given 5,000 rubies, which is 5 times more than the previous one with only 1,000 rubies. We also get 3,000 keys, which is awesome for farming for even more rubies and also doing tons of raid for equipment upgrades. 6 gold pet cheer tickets and 5,000 pet essence is a major step up from the previous one, which only gave us 2 gold pet cheers tickets and 1,500 pet essence. Of course, we also get the highly elusive magic crystals, which guarantees 1 new substat for our accessories. In terms of hero selectors, we do get the same amount as before, but this time we have a 7 Knight of Old selector too. We also get the Celestial Accessory and Dark Knight Duo selectors, which are really just premium equipment and are hard to come by. The only thing missing in this almost perfect jumping check-in is that they once again have forgotten that PvE items exist and have removed them from the Topaz shop, so this makes PvE items once again rare. And seeing how the new Brawl requires so many PvE weapons, it's kind of strange why they didn't put that in. Nonetheless, it's time to break down everything. This time the rewards are not categorized in weeks and are just spread all over the entire month, so I will start with the most basic, and that is the pet selector. I only have 4 potential options here. If you are completely new and still do not own a Kale, please straight up get a Kale. Kale is currently still by far the best PvE pet out there, ahead of Ritual, who is my second recommendation, but you may be able to get a 5-star Ritual for free via Pointer Star, so you may not want to prioritize it. For PvP, only you and Bran and Braun are the remaining recommendations. These two can be further awakened, and at this point in the meta, I think both are actually very usable because they each have some effect which can benefit your team and nerf the enemy. Also, they can be used outside of PvP for some limited content where Kale shouldn't be used. I would say go with Bran and Braun because it is relatively newer. Next, we will look at dragon item selectors. There are 6 selectors in total, and to be very frank, with the presence of celestial items now in the game, these are not the best items anymore, but again, no player will have a team's worth of celestial items, so until then, dragon items will still be prevalent. If you are completely new to the game, you will need to get a pair of speed weapons, physical and magic, so that's 4 choices down, and for the other 2, get a set of HP armor. This is to get the ball rolling for you in PvP so that you have a decent speed advantage to progress. If you are a returning player, then you will want to pick either more crit or lethal options or go for more HP armor. Just know that regardless of what you pick, there are celestial items which are better eventually, and these could very well all be sold away for tons and tons of power-up stones which are not given in this jumping check-in. Then we have 2 Dark Knight Duo selectors. The best option here is definitely the one that gives you the chance to survive with 1 HP one time when awakened. This is heavily used in at least 2 or more units in top tier arena teams. Alternatively, if you are not too invested in PvP at the moment, then the crit rate and lethal rate duo is also an awesome one because you can use this even outside of PvP for newer players, since you guys may find it challenging to achieve 100% crit and lethal rate for your PvE DPS. But it's definitely less of a priority because the 1 HP survival duo has a far more game-changing effect. With 2 selectors, you can even get 2 of different colors to suit different heroes. Now for the 4 celestial accessories, the absolute best will be the one and only Celestial Purification. As you will know if you have watched my Beginner's Guide Volume 5 on accessory building, you need multiple copies of the same accessory to build its substat. So don't expect to simply get one and achieve a level 5 substat. It's gonna take a lot more than that. The Celestial Purification is a highly sought after accessory because once maxed, it allows your hero to auto-cleanse debuffs every 3 turns, and that includes the highly annoying Agnes Flame from 5. And given the sheer number of debuffs happening in PvP, it is without a doubt one of the best picks here. Of course, that isn't to say the others aren't bad, but in fact, the Celestial Integrity and Rage also have good effects, but their usage are just too niche and can also be checked against by block nullification and height mechanics. The Celestial Envy and Sharpness are also two other nice picks, but currently mainly for PvE usage. Finally, we come to the most anticipated segment, Hero Selections. In fact, let's start with the 7 Knights of O Selector. Rosie isn't in here yet, leaving us with the first 3 7 Knights of O. Galidus is now a full-time Heavenly Stairs DPS. He excels at having rather short cooldown and also hitting multiple targets in PvE heavily. Until Phi is gone, I don't think he will come back to the arena meta easily. Milia is also heavily checked and counted in top tier arena, but probably still a force to be reckoned with in the lower tier arena. Apart from PvP like Galidus, she is the next strongest multi-target DPS for Heavenly Stairs as well. Phi is still part of the current PvP meta and has a 6-turn undead state, which is what makes her OP. And if you watch my Rudy review, you will know how she is further buffed thanks to him. So the pick is yours. It really depends on the content you want to progress in. Just take note that it will become easier and easier to get these heroes over time. Galidus has been given for free for a couple of events already. Milia is starting to become more available, and this is the first time Phi is made available freely. Now for special hero selectors, if you are an old player, I think picking anything won't matter. In fact, try to pick heroes that will help you complete your hero sanctum. Particularly these 3 sanctums if you have not done so, because they provide buffs across your entire inventory. You will also want to take note of the elemental types of the heroes required and check your element balance as well before making the decision. For returning and new players, I have revamped the selector chart for you guys. So there are so many selectors given to new players and I have laid everything properly for you. New players get a level 50 special hero selector on day 1, so do get Yonhi from there and your farming will be smooth as heck. And I think the rest are pretty self-explanatory. Looking at the jumping check-in column, I think the best pick will be Fenrir if you do not have one yet. And basically you can also just check if you have all the heroes on this image, because they pretty much classify as the SS and S tier units for all their respective purposes, especially those under the returning player selector column where 4 heroes are included. Moving forward, I will talk about some of the resources we will get from the jumping check-in and how to use them. Legendary substat stones should be used on level 4 substats because it takes an insane amount of luck to get them to level 5, so use them on the rarest substats or the ones closest to giving you the biggest change in terms of gameplay. Gold is a way too important resource currently, with tons of synthesis processors using up millions in a blink of an eye. You also need it for hero and equipment upgrading, especially for upgrading accessory substats and future dual mythical awakening. So 30 million is not too little but not too much either. 3000 keys are mainly used for farming, be it in venture or for rubies, gold, or used in raids to get more power-up stones, jewels, and accessory. It's entirely your call how you want to use it, but for newer players, I strongly advise gold farming as a priority. Rubies are mainly used for gacha now, so farm them well over time if you want to be able to feel the thrills and frustrations of a gacha game. I personally give myself limits, so I will never be low in ruby count. Topaz is the next most important basic resource, but also the toughest to get in great quantities. 300 Topaz can definitely be gone in almost just a few days given very competitive play, be it PvP or PvE. I would strongly suggest you not to spend them in the Topaz shop unless you have thousands of Topaz now, because you will need Topaz to adjust to different metas and bosses. Pet essences are used for pet tier upgrading, and each upgrade, be it success or failure, will use up 500. So this effectively gives you 10 tries only. Better than nothing, but it won't be everything either. In the same area, pet tickets are used to increase the chance of pet tier upgrade successes. These increase the success rate by 20% if I'm not wrong, so it's very precious. Make sure you only use them when your pet tier is close to its maximum level. Soul shards are used for fighter soul skill upgrading. For newer players, 2000 is a very good amount to get somewhere, but of course this is a fraction of what veterans need towards the end game. Nonetheless, this is effectively 2 weeks worth of soul shards from farming, so I'm super grateful. The newest resource in the game, magic crystals, are used for unlocking the second substat for accessories. If you are a new player, I would strongly recommend using these on the day 14 Berserker ring for your PvP hero. One unlocked and fully developed Berserker ring is a game changer in PvP battles. The goal is to unlock the 5 main accessories from your PvP team over time. Some veteran players also use them for their PvE DPS with them, and that is a very niche strategy which I will not recommend newer players at the moment. So this is my summarized selector image for the jumping check-in. It's really a very good freebie event for any player in the game, and hopefully more events which ease up the acquisition of resources will happen along the way as well. Hope you found this video helpful as always, and if you did, do give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much and see you!